19 Bravo, take 2.
Welcome and hello. I'm a movie man, and today I'm here to demonstrate to you the proper use of your household, everyday film slate. Now, Slate's typically wielded by the second camera assistant, which I know may seem like a real square position. It's rectangle. But in reality, the second AC is responsible for the camera crew's equipment, ready to jump at any task thrown at them, is roguishly handsome, and is integral to the filming of a film, which means when you got the clapper in your hands, you own the production.
Take 1. Marker.
For this part, we'll be discussing what all these blank spaces mean and what you can do about them. We'll start off with this section right here, and it's the name of the production, which in our case is Saltwater. So we put that right in this top space right here. And then come down here to director. For us, once again, Lisa Swenson, and for camera, you're putting in the director of photography, in our case, Fraser Bradshaw. And then date is the date. Now this part is what's really important. It'll let the editor know what shot they're looking at when they get the film. And since films are very, very rarely shot in sequence, it's going to be important to know where you're at when what they're seeing. To get the roll, ask one of the superior camera people. They'll tell you what the roll is initially. And from then on, every time there's a change of the roll of film or the media card, you just up that by one number right there at the end. Now, scenes are typically denoted by numbers that are typically followed by letters. They refer to the different angles that compose a single interaction within the film. And the take is easy. It's just you start at 1 every time you start a new scene and you count up from there. Now for the day and night section, it's not talking about the time of day it is right now, it's talking about the time of day in the movie. So if it's a day shot, then you put a little piece of gaffer's tape over night, and vice versa for day. And vice versa for night. Now for the interior and the exterior, meaning inside and outside, you put a little piece of gaffer's tape over exterior if you're shooting inside. Put one over interior if you're shooting outside. Now this part down here is also real important because it lets the editor know whether there's sound in the shot or not, so they won't freak out and throw up if they're not hearing anything. You see, kids, when a film is shot with what's called a two-system setup, audio is captured separately from video, which allows for better sound quality for your overall film. And now if there is sound in the shot, then you want sync, so you put the tape over MOS, and if there's no sound, you put it over sync so that we see the MOS.
56 Alpha, take 2. Marker.
So now it's time to call your roll. And so if we are using sound, then open this clacky bit up about halfway, and we're going to be saying this part right here. So for the roll, you just have to say it on the first shot of that roll of film or that media card. From then on, we get it. Got it. For the scene, you call out the number like it's written, and the letters are typically called out as Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, like in war. For the take, once again, it's simple. Every time you start a new scene, count up from 1. So once you're done jiving all that jazz, it's time to make your mark. So give it just a little clap, not too loud now. The length you have to stand away from the camera, well, marking your mark is determined by the size of the lens being used. Just take the number written on the side of the lens in millimeters and divide it by 10 and stand that many feet away from the camera, and you should be set like Boba Fett. Let's bring it in now. You see, sometimes in the filming of a film, you have to do what's called a close-up. That means you're getting your marker right up in the actor's kisser. And actors, they're a skittish kind, let me tell you. So when you're marking them, you're going to want to use what we in the biz call soft sticks. And if you don't happen to have a pair of those on set, then you just got to lift up the clacky bit of your marker just a little bit, just a itty bitty bit, lay it down real soft like. And so if you aren't using sound in the shot, also known as MOS, then you hold up the slate with your hand over it like that, or you can put your finger right in there so that the editor knows that there isn't any sound in the shot, because editors can't read. And you can quote me on that. So if for whatever reason you happen to miss your mark at the beginning of a shot, don't worry about it, don't freak out. Just flip the slate over and put it up at the end of the shot so that the editor knows that it was marked and that there is a C number and everything. Now this, won't make the job any easier for the editor or the post-production team afterwards, but don't worry about it. You're probably never going to meet those guys anyway. So now that you've learned to mark your mark and clap your clapper, I can go home. Bye.